Hi, I'm Ariel Paulo C. Francisco, and today I'm here at Intramuros to ask people about their views if there is such thing as a Filipino architecture. Let's find out. But before we start, here's a brief history of Philippine architecture. During 330 years of the Spanish colonization, the Philippine architecture was dominated by the Spanish influence. After the Philippines was ceded to the United States of America as a consequence of the Spanish-American War in 1898, the architecture of the Philippines was dominated by American aesthetics. Therefore, you can't really blame other Filipinos for thinking that we only adapted what the colonizers left us. Anyway, here are other people's thoughts on Philippine architecture. Is there a Filipino architecture?
I don't really believe that there is. I don't think that the Philippines really has their own culture because all our culture are based on what countries colonize us. So I don't really think we have our own culture. So based on that, I don't think we have our own architecture. It's more on influence, not really ours.
Kung Filipino architecture for me is siguro yung mga nasa indigenous people, yung mga ano nila, mga
Bahay po nila.
mga bahay-bahay nila katulad ng mga nasa lalo na sa nasa northern or
Mga sa Caldera.
nandito sa region na yun mismo yung pinaka parang image ng Filipino architecture.
Siguro meron naman Philippine architecture kasi nag-i-exist pa naman meron naman tayo yung konsepto ng mga bahay kubo, yung ganyan. Pero siguro kung ngayon sa present time, mas doon na kasing influence yung architecture natin ng mga, ito kunyari dito sa Intramuros, originally made by Spaniards. Tapos yung makikita natin din yung mga buildings natin ngayon sa mga developed cities like Makati, Eastwood, gano'n, na parang more on Western or American yung architecture na nagiging basis natin. Tapos hindi na masyado nagiging mainstream yung mga kubo dito yung mga kubo-kubo dito na hindi siya masyadong gamit dito sa Philippines. Pero kung sasabihin natin yung konteksto ng Philippine architecture, meron naman. Pero hindi lang siya ganun sigurong common or ganun kilala nationwide, na parang ang makikita na lang natin yung Philippine architecture sa history books. Hindi na natin siya nakikita talaga sa present times, na nakikita natin siya sa city or anywhere dito sa Philippines.
For me, yes. Pero it's siguro mix of Spanish na rin. Di ba we have this old houses yan sa Laguna and also here naman yan sa Intramuros. So, makikita mo doon yung design nila, yung mga big windows, di ba, usually before ganon. So, ayan, tulad niyan. So, ayan, pero mix up siya ng Spanish cultures na rin.
Heavily influenced by
Yeah, oo, heavily influenced siya ng Spanish culture.
Oo naman po. Merong, sa aking palagay, merong Philippine architecture.
Yes, madami.
So, there you go. Out of 6 persons that I asked, majority said yes, there is Filipino architecture, while the rest either said no, there isn't, or it is just influenced and left by the Americans and Spaniards. But actually, there is. I do believe that there is Filipino architecture. It's just a matter of where to look. Because if you only focus on what the Spaniards and Americans built, you wouldn't see what the Filipino architecture had to offer.